If you want to, or if you can, make sure to go and support me on my Ko-Fi page, TikTok, and on my itch.io page. Links are all in the description below. Oh boy. Yep. I'm talking about Nvidia again, guys. Now, I know I've made like God knows how many videos criticizing Nvidia, but I mean, can you really blame me? Like, the stuff just never gets better. Stuff never gets better, and the recent news have hit me so hard that I just have to make a video on this. But without further ado, let's get started. So the RTX 5050 GPU. Yeah, the last time Nvidia released a GPU that ended with the numbers 50 or 50, I don't think it was looked upon the best by its user base, and I don't think it was very known, and it was honestly just forgotten faster than the average TikTok. So when Nvidia first said that we're gonna stop making these like 4050, 3050, GPUs, now this came as a surprise to me because after the 4050 released, a lot of people said that Nvidia was gonna stop making those kinds of cards. And once the 50 series launched, and once it was like an absolute travesty of a launch, and probably one of the biggest flops for Nvidia in its entire history, a lot of people were like, yep, no, like there's no way that Nvidia, alongside all this criticism and controversy, releases a 5050, right? Well, yeah, a 5050 has apparently been confirmed. And oh boy, it is said to be a very cut down version of the 5060 or 5070. And oh boy, I mean, when the 5060 and the 5070 are slower than the predecessors that came before them, I don't know what to expect from a 5050. Like the only thing that can save a graphics card like this at this point is just going and putting a very cheap price on it. I think that's the only thing that can save this. Oh boy, this is gonna be really bad because people have claimed that this GPU is gonna be 25% slower than the 5060 and 5070. That's why I said it's gonna be a cut down version of the 5060 and 5070, which, as I've already alluded to, is extremely bad because, I mean, sure, I get it, it's a 5050, so I understand why it's a cut down version, but why would you release a card like this, especially in a time like this? Like, even if your cards were selling well, why would you release this? The only logical situation I'd see a company making a GPU like this in a time like this is to make like a more cut down GPU with a cheaper price so that they can get more sales. But knowing Nvidia, they probably ain't gonna cheap down on the GPU anytime soon, and even if they do, the prices are either way gonna skyrocket, so just forget about finding it on MSRP, so yeah. I have no idea what kind of thought process Nvidia had when making this GPU. Like, I'm sorry, but you see your sales going down. You see the prices on your GPU skyrocket. You see the demand for your GPU go down, and GPU selling on Amazon and other sites like way above MSRP. And you still release a card that you're not gonna release for cheaper, but that's still gonna be a worse version of anything before it and anything after it, and that the prices are gonna like skyrocket on it. I'm sorry, but what kind of logic is that? Like, I'm sorry, Nvidia, but I can't reason with your logic anymore. What kind of logic is that? You should have just said, I mean, hey, the 4050, it was sort of mixed. The 5050 wasn't really that good, it wasn't really considered that well. And then, the 2050 was like the last actually good card that ended with the number 50. And so, when you see the logic behind that, it's like, even if everything was going perfect for you, why would you make a card like that? But yeah, to end off this video, I've lost all hopes for Nvidia at this point. I've lost absolutely every drop of hope I had for Nvidia. Only like a godly resurgence by the 60 series cards that will come God knows when. will actually get me to have hope in Nvidia again. Otherwise, from now on, I have lost every little drop of hope I've had for Nvidia, and I'm gonna be real with everyone. I've completely moved onto Team Red and Team Blue, aka AMD and Intel, and like I've just lost all hope for Nvidia, absolutely all hope for them, and it's just like, yeah, it's really sad to see them fall off like this so fast and so tremendously in like a horrible way. But yeah, there isn't really anything we can do about it besides do what we've done so far, which is criticize Nvidia, stop buying their GPUs, and just overall do whatever's in our power to try and somehow steer these companies into becoming better and, you know, into not repeating dumb mistakes like this. But knowing Nvidia and, you know, how everything's been going so far, that is probably not happening anytime in the near future.
Sway.